What is this, diet? I'll have you know, sir, that I didn't order diet water! So, I haven't been around for a month for, like, some very busy reasons, which now I finally have an excuse to start the vlog portion of my channel called So, Theater Throttle is when I'm going to get on camera and explain everything that I've been doing. It's also kind of my vlog. Wait, I already said that. If you're in the area, I'm sure you'll find the shows that I'm in, which is cool. Like, come see me in theater and I'll give you an autograph and we'll be best friends and it'll be worth money one day when people actually watch this video. Anyway. So this past month I was in 2 different productions at my university because I attend a college and I'm a theater major. So one is called A Man of No Importance, which is about an Irishman who's in the closet in Dublin in the 60s, which Irish Catholics weren't really okay with that in the 60s, so it's a really, really beautiful musical about how he falls in love with one of his co-workers and he accidentally gets outed because of things, and it's so beautiful, it's so lovely. I love the soundtrack, I loved performing in that. I got to play the technician, and I had this really cool part where I blew up a moon, and the entire audience didn't know it was fake until, like, there was that moment of, it's a prop, it's not actually broken, which was really cool, and so that was fun, and it was such a new experience. I got to meet, I got to, like, make a bunch of friends during the process, like, people who I went to school with, but I didn't really talk too much, that I'm much friendlier with now, which is great. It was my first time working in a black box studio kind of theater, where the stage is on the floor, and it's a thrust, which means you have 3 sides of audience instead of just 1, and there are arena seatings where, like, it rises up, kind of like bleachers in a way, but much nicer, because it's still a theater. And it was a beautiful experience. I have so many new friends because of it. I got to work with a bunch of people that I'm really glad I got to work with. Some seniors who are leaving that I really, really didn't want to, like, miss an opportunity to work with them while they were here. And it was wonderful. If you've never seen the musical, you should, like, look it up or check out the soundtrack or watch the movie, but the movie's a little, yeah. So it was a good time. So, A Man of No Importance was eating up my first 2 weeks of April, and usually I film videos a lot on Saturdays, but our tech week starts on a Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., which is, like, a lot of work. And I was, like, inside all day, and I didn't really get to do much, and then I got home, and I wanted to go to bed, and it was a mess. And right after that, I had to jump into tech and rehearsal for another show, which I guess is how this world is going to work. So the other show I'm in, we closed it last night, was called We Think It's Funny, which was a sketch comedy show that a class here wrote, that I was also part of the class, like the class wrote and performed it. And it's kind of like Saturday Night Live. I wrote a lot of the jokes for the news. I wrote a sketch with my friend Julia about the new Jenny Craig fad diet, which is called Poverty, and it was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed the experience to be in a sketch comedy show. We performed twice a night at 7 and 9 on a Wednesday and a Thursday, which, I mean, like, yes, is totally great, but a lot of work. And so that ate up a lot of my time, because Man of No Importance closed on a Sunday, and then We Think It's Funny rehearsals officially started on Monday after we had all of the sketches cast and written. So we ran that whole week of rehearsals and blocked everything, and then starting that Saturday we had another 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. tech rehearsal, which I was 2 hours late for. But I was 2 hours late for it because I've been stressed, and I've been, like, working through so many things, and I've been trying to juggle, and it's never going to happen again, ever, because I'm totally figuring out my life now. But so we had that rehearsal, and then we jumped into another rehearsal on Sunday, and then we had Monday, Tuesday dress rehearsals, and then we opened Wednesday for 2 different shows, and then we closed Thursday, which was last night, for two other shows, and it was such a fun experience, and it was so funny, and I really enjoyed seeing, like, pieces that I wrote performed on a stage. Like, I wasn't even in really any of the pieces that I wrote aside from this one called Scene Mom, where the mom was going through an emo phase instead of her daughter. And I played the dad at the end of that sketch, which was really fun. And on top of all of that, I just got cast in another production this summer, which is with a professional company, and they're doing The Little Mermaid. So I'm going to do that this summer. I just got cast as Grimsby, which is unbelievably exciting. I am so excited. And it's going to run every weekend from the middle of June to the end of August, which isn't going to really interfere with me being able to make and post videos, but it interferes with one big thing. Goodbye, lovely! But in this production, I'm playing like a 60-year-old man, and they wanted me to grow a goatee for it, and so I can't shave, and if I can't shave, I can't be Esther, which sucks, but I can still do the voice, lovely! Problem with that is that I really love Esther, and I had so many exciting things planned for her this month and then next month and all summer, and it was going to be so much fun, and I can't do any of those things, but if they decide they don't want the goatee, then I promise I will. This month, Esther was going to do another Ask Esther, which is how she originally started, which I'm really sad that I can't do because there's no way. I can't shave it. I have to grow this out, and it's just starting right now. But because she now has Esther's Nook, I was going to invent a new segment called Ask Auntie, and I was going to post a Google Doc on Facebook and have a bunch of people ask questions and, you know, give, like, fake names, like Cindy from Ohio or something. But it's not going to happen because I can't shave. And then after that, I was planning a really, really fun, like, collaboration project with some of my friends who go to the university with me. And they were all going to dress up as characters, and we were going to film a special, like, 10-15 minute episode of Esther's Book Club, which was going to be really, really fun, and I promise that's going to happen eventually, but it might not happen until, like, September because my freaking beard. Although, like, you gotta keep in mind that, like, I do want to be in this world, and I do really want to try and make my way into theater, so I have to sometimes sacrifice things like Esther Martini for a little bit to have a beard for a role, because, like I said, this is a professional company, and I'm getting paid. I'm rolling in the dough! That being said, I've invented a placeholder for Esther who might even continue to show up after Esther comes back. Because I really like doing the characters. I love to make my own characters and do cute little videos. So I did invent someone new, and this someone new is going to have a big debut next week. So stay tuned, because I think this person is super hilarious. And really, that's all that really matters, because if I'm having fun, then I hope everyone else will have fun too. So life is pretty good right now. I know this video wasn't, like, funny haha like I usually am, because believe me, I love being funny haha. But, it's much easier to give an update than to make a joke video right now, because I don't want to, like, pop back in and then have Esther vanish and have nobody know where she went. And I also want to keep Theater Throttle alive, because I'll consistently be in shows, and I'll love to pop on to camera every now and then and talk about them. Like this summer, I'm probably going to have, like, Theater Throttle once a month about my experience with a professional production, because it's super unique. It's like an outside theater, and it's really fun. So if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe. If you really want to see my new character next week, make sure you stay tuned, because that's gonna lead to some fun, crazy adventures. And I love you guys, so I'm not really sure how to end a vlog video. Bye, Felicia.